Well, welcome back. It was a beautiful summer day. It's a beautiful summer night. We do have some storms rolling in overnight, but before that, we got temperatures back into the 80s today, all of us into the low to mid 80s for those highs. We are going to have a line of showers and storms start to arrive into our western counties around 2 in the morning, moving east towards about 7, 8 o'clock tomorrow morning. More showers and storms possible as we go into Friday with a cold front, but after that, it's going to be a pretty nice weekend. Sunny skies Saturday and Sunday, temperatures near 80 for Saturday, and by Sunday, we're going to get back into the mid 80s. Now, next week, we're going to start off muggy. We are going to start off hot for Monday and Tuesday, but we actually have a pretty big cool down headed our way possibly as we head into next week. I'll talk about that coming up here as well. 75 right now, still pretty warm out there. Dew point at 67 degrees, so a bit muggy. It'll get more muggy tomorrow as that warm front makes its way through. All of us still into the low to mid 70s. Mid 70s to the west. Overnight low is going to stay around 70 for much of the night. Clear skies if you want to check out that full moon right now, but to the west we do have a line of thunderstorms. Some of these severe warned as they make their way eastward into Minnesota as we go over the next couple of hours. They will lose strength though as we go overnight, but some of these still can stay pretty strong as you go towards 3, 4 o'clock in the morning. The cause of that warm front, that'll move more to the east as we head into tomorrow afternoon, tomorrow evening. Could see a couple of scattered storms in the afternoon, and then Friday, we're going to have this cold front dip down from the north. That's going to spark some more showers and storms by Friday afternoon and Friday evening. We'll take a closer look at this as we go towards midnight. A pretty still strong line of showers, storms making their way towards that South Dakota, Minnesota border. As they move to the east, they will lose some strength. Again, most of it's going to be casual showers and storms as they make their way into Redwood Falls, Windham as we go about 2, 3 o'clock in the morning. Some of these, though, especially to the western counties, could keep some of that strength till about 3, 4 in the morning. Eventually, they move to the east into Mankato, Albert Lea, Waseca, as we go towards about 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning, and then those will push eastward as we get later in the morning, early tomorrow afternoon. We'll see that sun start to reappear. It will get hot, it will get muggy, and that could spark a few more scattered strong storms as we go towards 4 or 5 o'clock tomorrow afternoon. Everything pushes off to the east. A clear night Thursday. We'll have a clear sunny start Friday, but then as we get later Friday, we're going to watch for another line of showers, storms. Some of these could produce some heavy rain with that cold front that'll make its way through. Cooling things down for the weekend. Saturday, we're talking highs just into the upper 70s. We'll rebound Sunday. Monday, it gets really hot and muggy, but we will have another cold front. We're talking highs Wednesday through Friday next week that could be in the low to mid 70s. Overnight lows could be into the mid 50s. Tonight, again, some scattered storms arriving after midnight. 2 a.m. to 7 a.m. going to be really that time to look for that. And then a cooler weekend for Saturday, but we warm back up for Sunday. Hot and muggy on Monday, and then a lot cooler as we head towards next Wednesday and Thursday and Friday. Haley's in next with sports after the break.